Good to hear. It's a lovely day here in Queanbeyan. At the moment, 4 degrees at 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah, no exaggeration there. It's quite chilly, but the sun's coming out. It's not too bad, really.
No, it'll be all right. I am looking. It's a much anticipated clash. Obviously, with the schoolboy competition and what's happened the last couple of years, COVID's really got hold of it, and I think all the kids are just excited and really, really looking forward to playing some footy.
Oh, it's a great competition. It's two really strong sides. Obviously, Erindale College is the only team from the ACT, so representing the Canberra region, and Illawarra are always a very strong region. So we're looking forward to a great clash here today at Seaford Oval.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the thing, as I said at the top, the Peter Mulholland Cup, I'd take my hats off to the NRL for acknowledging that. As we know, Peter, his involvement in schoolboy footy started many, many years ago at St Greg's, Campbelltown, and we were both lucky enough to know Peter, and obviously with his death at the end of last year. And it's just, I'm really pleased they've done it.
Oh, it's a great idea, and it's a great way, as you said. He was a big advocate for schoolboy footy, and he really put it on the map. You mentioned St Greg's there, obviously a lifelong member of that school, and then obviously the Canberra Raiders as well. So, yeah, really tragic passing, but a great way to acknowledge him.
Absolutely. Well, let's have a look at both these sides. The Erindale College, coached by Ash Barnes. The one will be Sam Gash. The two's Jack Clutterbuck. 3, Regan Carr and captain. 4, Jacob Eorsefa. The 5's Alex Sweeney. The 6, Ethan Alea. 7, Jonah Anderson. The 8, Jordan Erty. The 9, Xavier Cacciotti. 10, Ben Castle. 11, Noah Martin. 12, Ben McSpadden. 13, Jack Anderson. 14, Bloke Hovey. The 15 will be Jaden Swager. 16, Jonah Sullivan. The 17, Max Mercer. Illawarra Sports High.
We'll run through that. In the 2 jumper, we've got Cuban Cleveland van der Lark. In the 3, Darnell Ta'ahura. 4, Ethan Cliff. The 5, Mitchell Sweet. The 6, Palu Torsala. The 7, Zach Scott. In the 9 jumper, we have Zane Howard. In the 10, Zach Torfoa. In the 11, Toby Miller. In the 12, Braith Plekas. And the 13, Zach Marban. On the interchange bench, we have the 14, Yazan Hamad. The 15, Jacob Colwell. The 16, Tony Tarney. And the 17, Tali Figai. And all coached by Nick O'Hara.
That's right. Yeah, well, both teams have made their way onto the field. Referee Gage Miles. The touch judges will be Shannon Castle and Heather Hall. And it'll be the Illawarra Sports High to get things underway here at Seaford Oval, the holy ground, Finn.
A lot of memories on this pitch, mate.
Absolutely.
And they're underway.
The ball looks like it's going to find space too. It sits up nicely. Alea eventually gets hold of it. Took a while now as Erty charges into it. Young fella's 17 years of age. Obviously, a lot of these kids, but he's playing first grade here for the Gungahlin Bulls. There's now Castles. Castle drives forward. Cacciotti into the dummy half roll. He finds Anderson, Jack Anderson.
Great tackle by Tulfa.
The 2 Anderson boys there. They're both cousins. They're not brothers. Now Cacciotti looks up, sees a little gap, gets it over halfway early. Jack Anderson will sneak in a dummy half on 4. Erty again. His second charge in this first set for the Erindale side. Finds Jonah Anderson. Jonah, they decide to run it. Martin, he's got Eorsefa outside of him. Uses him beautifully. Ducks back in off the right foot. They run it on the last, and Erindale are in early through their number 4, Jacob Eorsefa.
The perfect start for Erindale. At home, a friendly reception from the crowd behind us, Sully. What a great line from the back rower there, Noah Martin, and he sets up his centre, Sweeney. Sofa for the first try of the afternoon.
Yeah, it was on the last. They looked to the left to see if they were going to give it for a kick, but they decided to go the short side, and it worked beautifully. As you said, Noah Martin came in, made that extra man, and Eorsefa, he had support outside, but he just bounced off that right foot. So 4-0. With a kick to come from the fullback, Sam Gash.
2 beautiful hit-ups from the front rower there, Jordan Erty as well, just to set up that try. He found his front on both occasions, off the kick-off, that beautiful charge off the back fence, and then just that 4th tackle run there. He just got that quick play of the ball, and they played off the back of it.
Yeah, that's the key. The quick play of the ball was so crucial. So a good start. Not much better start when you score in the first set. He does give the ball a thump, this kid.
I think the key is he really takes his time. We're watching him in the warm-up, and he was hitting them beautifully. This one should be quite a simple one.
Calmly adds the extras. So 6-0 Erindale lead early. Only 2.5 gone first half. So Illawarra bring it up for the restart. It'll be Toby Miller. Both sides trying to keep each other a little bit warm, as I say, about 4 degrees. A layer waits underneath it. He looks up, he finds Airty again. He's had plenty of football early.
Oh, he's got 5 off him as he finds his front again.
Good shot, he looks up. Takes a while now, they eventually get it. Coming in there, Regan Carr. It's a strong run from the skipper for the Erindale side. Set it up once again. Jack Anderson finds Jonah Anderson. Gash around the back. He throws the dummy. He decides to take the tackle on 3. Eosefa sneaks in the dummy arc. Jonah Anderson finds Castle. Cacciotti. The layer. Underneath, charging onto it, Carr. His second run in the set as he brings it underneath on the last. 20 out. It goes back to Jonah Anderson. He puts it high. It's a nice kick. Sweeney underneath. Eosefa there.
Oh,
Eosefa plucks it out of the air, and he's got an early double.
what a try. He glided in the air for... It seemed like he defied gravity there, Sully, the way he was able to stay in the air and the control to bring it down. Contact in the back, but he's got an early double. Eosefa.
Yeah, it was a lovely kick. The boy that grew up in Kalgoorlie. Jacob Eosefa, an early double, but that was just, eyes on the ball and just leapt high.
Well, they just rolled down the field, Erindale, once again. All that off the back of a couple of strong carries. We saw Regan Carr, the captain, come in and get involved a couple of times that set and really challenged the defence and got him on the front foot. But a beautiful kick from the half, Jonah Anderson, and what a finish from Eosefa to get an early double.
It was a pinpoint accuracy with the kick, wasn't it? It was half a metre out from the try line and with plenty of height.
He had all day to kick it, and he put it right on the money.
Well, Illawarra haven't touched the ball yet.
Nah, it's been almost 6 minutes, and all they've done is defend so far. And I'll tell you what, we've talked about how cold it is. Looking up at the scoreboard in the cool, and all you've done is defend. It's probably not real pleasing behind the post there for Illawarra, but they'll need to try and hold them out this next set and get a taste of the ball.
Well, that's it now as Gash moves in. Pushes it to the left. So conversion unsuccessful, 10-0, 6 gone. First half here at Seaford Oval. In this Peter Mulholland Cup, round 1, Pool B clash. Miller again with the restart. A layer underneath once more. This time just hangs on to it. Saw the risk as Castle was a fair way away from him. McSpadden. He drives it forward. The lightly built back rower for the Erindale side. Cacciotti now. Looks up. Jack Anderson this time. Cacciotti again, he has a little sneak out of dummy half. He nearly gets through the tackle of Marbani, but he hangs on to him. Jack Anderson in the dummy half, finds Jonah Anderson, dummies to Martin. Bounces off one, still going. A good tackle there by Marbani. And we're on the last. Alaya this time. He'll put it on the left. He does indeed. It goes high. Ball around, swirling around as Hamad. He's gone into touch. So that's their first touch. And they'll turn it over again.
Again, Erindale. Clutterbuck, a great kick chase there and puts him over the sideline, but just under immense pressure once again, and doesn't get any easier for Illawarra as they're going to have to defend their line. As Erindale is set again to go on the attack.
Now Jack Anderson, he finds Castle, who'll just drive it forward, looking to find his feet. Just held down long enough there. Well done by Marbani. They go to the left. Alaya fires out a wide pass to Clutterbuck. Eventually he scores. He's gone into touch. His car got him the pass. 8 out, and they're saying that Clutterbuck went into touch.
They get let off the hook again there, but look for all money. Clutterbuck was going to go over in the corner. He must have just stepped his foot on the line there. Great call from the touch judge, but they get let off Illawarra, and this will be their first taste of the football.
As you say, their first taste is Ethan Cliff, their captain. Drives it forward. Miller now. They were just finding their way, just getting used to handling the footy. 9 gone, their first set. And there's this time Marbani in the pink headgear. Howard looks up. Good run, but some good tackle there. Placas, he was hit solidly. Cacciotti came in from the side, which threw him off balanced. A little bit flat as Miller ends up getting the ball on 4. We're on the last now. Zach Scott, the 7, he'll wait for it. He eventually gets a quick left footer in as Martin took care of him. Oh, the penalty. Martin did come in late and pushed him, and that's what he's been penalised for.
Poor discipline there. They defended really well. They looked a bit flat there, Illawarra. Obviously, their first time touching the ball in almost 10 minutes gone, and they seem to just be sort of on their footsteps there. They were really they were really flat, but they got let off there with a penalty, and they'll be on the attack now.
Yeah, it's a cheap penalty, as you say. A very, very cheap penalty is now the 16. Tani. Taufa fires it out to Scott. The ball finds the ground. Only on 2. They're going to say it's a knock on from the Illawarra side. And that's a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, it was poor ball out the back there. I think they were just trying to get into their attacking set, but the ball was out the back there of Zach Scott, and he was hard to bring it back in. I think the referee initially said it was backwards, but I think when he went to go regather it, he just fumbled it there in the pickup. But Erindale, the first time on the back foot there, and they've defended well, and they'll have the ball. The scrum about 35 metres out from their own line.
Jonah Anderson feeds. Cacciotti picks it up, finds a layer. Quickly out to Carr. Now Carr, he's making yards up that far side. He's got Clutterbuck outside. He's got a layer inside, and he says, I don't need either of you. And scores in the corner. Says a clean pair of heels, does Regan Carr.
Just too much speed, Sully. Way too much speed. He said he had that support there, but he didn't need them. He palmed off the cover defence there to score in the far corner, but that's a great individual try.
Well, he flicked the switch and added a couple of spark plugs the last 10 metres.
Well, he's been explosive in this opening 10 minutes. A couple of carries coming out of trouble and getting his team on the front foot. And he says, I'll do it all myself. He scores in that far corner there to go up 14-0 after not even 12 minutes of play. They're beating the score clock at the moment, Sully.
Yeah, and that was just straight off a scrum. They were happy to let the ball talk. And eventually, as we said, it ends up with Regan Carr, and he still had plenty of work to do. He had 60 to run. So the sustained pressure from Erindale sees them lead 14-0. Only 12 gone, as you just mentioned, Finn. Whew.
Well, Illawarra will be disappointed. Obviously, trailing by this much so early, they've just had no ball, and the opportunity they had there went begging. Only tackled 2 and an error as they got on the attack after a pretty cheap penalty from Erindale, which granted them an opportunity, but they've got to learn they've got to defend first. It's half of the game, so 14-0 with a kick to come. Sam Gash lines it up from the sideline, and we know he's got a boot on him. He could quite easily put this one over.
Sometimes it's like watching paint dry, isn't it? How Gashi just takes his time. And I do that for a living, Finn. As he moves in, waved away as it pushes to the left. So 14-0, score will remain. 17 left first half. Here at Seaford Oval in this Peter Mulholland Cup. Pool B, round one game. Once again, Miller with the restart. Keeps it low this time. Alea attacks it, picks it up nicely. As the Illawarra Sports High defenders get there, and they tried the one-on-one strip. The referee said you could just see the Illawarra boys just move away, but Alea was clever. He hung onto the footy. Carr again charging into
That's
it.
Great contact there from Zach Marbani.
Yeah, Marbani, a good tackle. Drove Carr backwards, Cacciotti. Cacciotti looks up, finds Alea, dancing around, spinning around. Will he keep it alive? He does. He finds Cacciotti again. Cacciotti, a short pass to Castle. Castle's shy, 2 metres shy of halfway. Jack Anderson goes himself. He did have Martin there as young Zach Scott tried to come in and make the tackle. They go the short side. Cacciotti finds Martin. Martin still going through. I tell you what, if he had his time again, he had the left hand free, didn't he, Finn?
He looked for the offload, but a great tackle from Toby Miller. As its last tackle, they push it wide.
They do. Eventually now Jonah Anderson looked to pass. There's trouble here. Clutterbuck should score. Oh, coming across. It had to be done as Hamad gets the boot to Borders. It looked like Clutterbuck was just going to dive on it. And it diffuses the situation.
Yeah, it was a great attacking kick. The winger was up and in there. He was too compressed and found himself on the back foot. Clutterbuck had wide open line, but he just got a boot to it. As they'll have a line drop out. Toby Miller.
Alea does well. A little bit of a soccer skill there. Scoops the ball up and finds Castle. Charging forward. Cacciotti. He looks up, finds McSpadden. He charges through, but eventually a good tackle there from the boys in blue. Cacciotti again, he goes to the short side. Alea, Carr. He hangs on to it. Clutterbuck to dummy half. Fires the pass out for Alea. It's a nice long pass. Anderson finds Castle. He'll look to find his feet quickly. Slowed down by Miller. Cacciotti finds Airty bangs one out of the way. And they hold him up. It looked for all money he was going to reach the hand. Cacciotti says, I will though. And it was a quick play, the ball from Airty. And Cacciotti goes, here we go, let me roam. And off he went.
Well, it was a great quick play, the ball there from Airty. I thought he was scored for all money there. It was great work to hold him up, but let him up way too quickly, and he gets the quick play the ball, and it was just too easy for Cacciotti, who's looked dangerous out of dummy half all game. Off those quick play the balls, they're just rolling forward too quickly. Erindale, they're not slowing down enough, Illawarra, and they score another one to go up 18 points to 0.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head. It's been the quick play the balls, and
as we saw, even just off the line drop out there, it did go 40 odd metres, but they're just marching forward too quickly. The line speed's just not there for Illawarra.
But it has been a sustained amount of possession. That's the key.
Yeah. Well, they've been on the back foot since the kickoff. And it's not easy when you're trailing points. But if I was out there now with their Illawarra side, I'd be telling them they need to get off their line off this kickoff here and try and relieve a bit of the pressure with a bit of line speed. So,
well, Jordan Eddy's just having a break as the 15 comes on, Jaden Swager. He's probably thinking, I'm not out of breath, coach.
Gash moves in. I'll tell you what, he's nearly put it up at the Queanbeyan Leagues Club. He's kicked it that far.
There's no problems with that one. 16-0, 13 left first half. Four tries so far. Two have gone to Jacob Eorsefa, Regan Carr, and then Xavier Cacciotti. Says to the backs.
As Toby Miller gets us underway. A shallow kickoff again. as the fresh interchange. Svega brings it back. Up over their 30 already. Erindale as he plays the ball.
So a penalty as well there for Erindale, their first one of the day.
Another piggyback for Erindale as they'll find touch here. And a long kick, which will give him on the attack.
It's a nice kick. Gains a bit of interest. Carr looking for the quick tap as well. He does the F-post. Off he goes. Trying to get his side. Now we're seeing a bit of aggression in defence from this Illawarra side. Jack Anderson, Swager, his first touch. He bounces off one, but underneath. Oh, he keeps it alive. Alea picks it up. He tries to go straight through the middle. Be dangerous. He steps one. Eventually, Marbani drags him down. Cacciotti, Jonah Anderson, out to Sam Gash. Sam Gash, he'll just go slice straight through the gap and he'll score out wide.
Beautiful backline play there. The half, Jonah Anderson, just held up the defence beautifully and Gash that sweeping play, and they just had numbers. But he didn't need them. He dummied and went, and he goes over untouched to score his first of the afternoon. 24 points to nil after almost 20 minutes of play, and it's just becoming too easy for Erindale.
Yeah, that looked a little bit too easy. As you say, let's be totally honest, the Illawarra boys have tackled for 18 minutes.
They have. And just a cheap penalty on tackle 2 there. Just gets them straight out of trouble. And puts them on the back foot again. They're not doing themselves any favours, Illawarra, but as you said, Sully, they've tackled for, 80% of this game, and it's hard to get back in the game without the footy.
80? Tell you what, 90 at least. I
was trying to be fair, mate.
I think Erindale's made 8 tackles.
Yeah, no, they're rolling through Erindale. It's Gash to line up to convert his own try.
Never seen a referee with a broken arm.
I was thinking that at the kickoff. I wonder how he's done that.
Yeah.
Still holding him back, I suppose. It's only one of those halfway up his arm.
Referee
casts.
Miles, of course, doing a good job. Just proves he can still be out there with a whistle. So Gash will move in to try and convert his own try. Moves in, but he's kicked that well and truly to the left. Picks up the cone in disgust. He's not happy with himself. But the score will remain 24-0. 9 left till the halftime break.
It seems Toby Miller's going to get a rest with the boot, and Zach Marbani's going to kick off.
Well, not yet. He's not, as the ball rolls off the tee. As it's clicked over to 5 degrees here at midday. And again, the wind has picked up. At least it's not raining. That's the main thing, is Marbani. This time he gets a good kick. Alea, it goes up his head. McSpadden knocks it backwards, and eventually he picks it up.
That's a better kick-off from Illawarra. Nice deep one, and
it's Jack Anderson this time. He drives at 40, bounces out of one. Still going is Jack Anderson. Cacciotti looks up. He's got runners. He finds Castle. Castle driving it to the 40. The defensive 40 it is. Jack Anderson. Swager he had then finds Jonah Anderson. He throws the big dummy. Had runners outside. Had Martin in particular. Swager again. 40 out on the last. Goes back to Jonah Anderson. Another nice kick. Up it goes. And the Illawarra boys nicely taken there by Cleveland van der Laak.
This will be the first time Illawarra have seen the ball in a while, so they'll be looking to complete this set for sure. As
Cliff it is.
Cliff
Yep, the skipper. Just trying to lead from the front. Miller.
He's gotten through some work early. Miller
Done some tackling. They all have. Taufa now. Taufa 5 from halfway on 3. Marbani. Out to Scott. Scott fires a long pass. It finds the ground. And it ends up with the Erindale side. Wasn't the best option there by Zach Scott. I'm not sure who was throwing the pass to. But Erindale, they said, thank you very much. And it ends up with Cacciotti.
That's a coach killer, that one. As it finds the ground, and Erindale, the desperation dive on it, as they'll find themselves on the attack again. It's Vega again, another strong carry. As he bumps off a few, and they look for the one-on-one again, but he holds on.
Short break there for Erty. He's back on the field as Castle comes up with a little bit of a blood reel. As Jack Anderson this time looked to go through the middle. Cleaned up eventually by Plekas. Still on the ground, Plekas, he gets up. Anderson, Alea spinning, throws the dummy. Had McSpadden and Clutterbuck outside of him. Decides to hang on to it on the last. Gash keeps it low. Martin coming through. Miller, he cleans up. He can't do much else. Just slipped over at the wrong time then, Finn.
Yeah, he looked up, I think, and saw the defence rushing through, and yeah, just a slight slipping goals there, but great eyes up to find the footy, and he tried to get back out as he looks for the quick drop out, and it's a decent one.
Yeah, it's not bad as Gash picks it up. He'll just look up, he finds Erty, as I said, back on the field. Miller bounces off him. Marbani comes in to assist.
Just over 5 minutes left.
Cacciotti, dummies underneath to Suega, picks up Alea. Alea finds Gash. Gash has got Carr knocked down. They had no choice.
I had the numbers again there, the overlap. Gash just running freely at the back there. He's a big boy, and he's got great awareness. They're cutting them short on these edges here, Erindale. They'll have a scrum just over 10 metres out. Just over 5 minutes remaining here, and they'll look to score again and try and extend their lead. It's currently 24 points to 0.
Alea will feed. As the done thing now, Cacciotti at the back. He'll pick it up. Finds Jonah Anderson. Jonah Anderson got Noah Martin short. He's going to be unstoppable from there.
A beautiful line again from Noah Martin, and Anderson just took it right to the line. That's what you love to see in a halfback that's willing to take the shot, and the defence were just crawling back there. They weren't up off their line, and Anderson makes him pay. I think they were looking for Gash out the back, and he plays short to his back rower, and a beautiful line to go under the post untouched. 28 points to 0 with a kick to come.
Yeah, it's like having a six-cylinder outside you and you just pick up the V8 on the middle, because that's what it was. It was just all too easy. And you could see it from where you could just see it opening up.
Yeah. No, taking all their opportunities. Erindale they take a commanding lead.
Yeah, 5 tries scored in this first half. But I think the key thing there, and looking at young Jonah Anderson, the 7, he has got time when the ball in hand, hasn't he?
No, it makes it easier when his forwards are just rolling forward. They're getting that quick play the ball, and he's just having all the time in the day to do what he likes, and it's great as a halfback when you've got that time to judge.
Gash will move in. He shouldn't have any problems with that one.
It's one of his quicker kick for goals. I think the wind spotted off. He didn't need to take the extra steps back there to put that one over. 30 points to 0 with just over 3.5 remaining. Illawarra took a few are keen to get this back up underway here and try and force an error.
Yeah, try and force an error and get some points before the halftime break as Marbani. And he just sits up in the wind. Once again, Alea, he's had plenty of practice of that in this first half, taking the kick off. Erty just drives it forward. Still going is Erty. Good leg drive there. He's nearly over the halfway line on tackle 2. Cacciotti finds Jack Anderson, throws the dummy, nearly squirms his way through.
Had the arm free there, but just couldn't get the offload away.
Cacciotti again scheming. Jonah Anderson, Martin. Good tackle underneath. Had to be made. Mitchell Sweet it was. Cacciotti again. They come again. Scott misses him. Eventually, Plekas. He keeps it alive though. Martin, this time he really does get ahead of steam, and he scores his second try in the space of 3 minutes.
Cacciotti just got a brilliant offload out the back there. I didn't even know if you could see the support behind him, but flicks it out, and great awareness from the back rower, Noah Martin, to score his second in just as many minutes.
Yeah, he's having a field day on this right edge. That's 4 tries on this right edge so far. Of course, Iosefa scored the first 2. Now, Noah Martin's grabbed a couple late in this first half. Just domination.
Yeah, 34 points to 0. They are beating the clock.
They have controlled the ball beautifully, though, when they've had it.
Oh, they've been flawless. I'm really impressed with. I couldn't see how this team could have played a whole lot of footy together. I know a few of these boys have been in the Harold Matthews with the Canberra Raiders, and
there's a fair few. There's up to at least half of them.
But just the combinations, just their attack has been nearly flawless, Sully. The way they've been throwing it around, and a couple of very damaging runs. I know Regan Carr's had his hand on the ball, and he's been dangerous every time he's touched it. I've been impressed with the 5'8", Ethan Alea. His footwork over there on that left side, and Jonah Anderson and Sam Cash on this right edge, linking up with the back rower and centre as Gash will look to extend the lead as he comes in.
He's pushed it to the left again. You'll get the radar sorted at half time.
Just over 30 seconds remaining.
Marbani's in a hurry to get things underway. I know what I'll be doing.
I've been impressed with Marbani. I know they've been defending all day, but his aggression's probably been one of their best as he goes short here. And
oh, you don't want to give it to this bloke. No, Martin. Oh, he flirts with the touchline and he puts the foot over.
I thought he went close the first time. I think they may have missed one there, the first step, but yeah, he went a couple of steps over the touchline there. They are keen to get it underway, but I don't think they will.
That short kick-off can be ever so dangerous as the siren sounds in the background. And referee Miles blows half-time. And it's a half that's been dominated by the Erindale College side. They lead 34-0. Thoughts, Finn?
They've just been too good. Simple as that. I think Illawarra, they just haven't had the ball. I can probably only count on one hand the amount of times they've had the ball in this half, and it's made it difficult. They've been defending a lot, but hats off to the Erindale side. Just their combinations on both sides of the field, the way they've been able to throw the ball around. It's been impressive, Sully.
It has indeed. Well, we'll go to the halftime break. 34-0, and we'll catch you shortly for all the second half action.